Hey guys, welcome back. ISS Vanguard. We're in the ship phase after conquering Golf Ball, after kicking its butt. With that, let's get into it. First off is docking. We have to get rid of excess discoveries. So this one does not count towards my discovery limit. And then the Void Ranger has 5 max. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to get rid of these 3, unfortunately. So those get discarded, and then we get to keep the rest of these. Then debriefing. So we did get our rank up, which is awesome, and we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 success tokens that round, which is a ton. So Nerio gets to rank up. Samuel, unfortunately, there's no rank 2 cards. We've used every single sleeve for the engineering, so there's no ranking up. There's no anything unless somebody dies, unfortunately. And there's not enough success tokens to buy more dice, so that just gets pushed to the side. So unfortunately, Sam is just left in the lurch. He's just rank 1 forever. Also, before we get to Nerio, Vakujlo, his individual objective at the end of any player's turn, if you are the only crew member in a sector with at least 2 threats, go to completion. This is a little iffy, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him. We had that weird like peaceful threat, and then also he was in a sector and something else, that the Apex Predator attacked him, so he's technically being attacked by a threat and also has a threat in the board. So I'm gonna consider that to be 2 threats by himself because he got attacked so many times. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to him. So let's go to 186 first. Vakujlo we've used so much anyways, he deserves it. So security report, V. Stepanovic and D. Harrison. On my last watch, we stopped a fight between Stepanovic and Harrison, Major Dahl's subordinate. Though I probably shouldn't call it a fight, Harrison was already on the ground when we arrived, bleeding from a broken nose and trying to protect his head from the furious blows of Stepanovic. It's hard to determine who assaulted who. Security cameras show a heated argument between 2 men and a rather harmless scuffle at the beginning, but Stepanovic should have known better and stopped before the real fight broke out. When we arrived at the scene, Stepanovic stopped at our first word of warning and didn't struggle when we arrested him. He explained that he caught Harrison fabricating a report. It's not my work, but if I could have a request, I would like to have Harrison investigated. Go to file 1. So congratulations, the crew member is now a veteran. Good job, Kujlo. You are now a veteran. Cool. But he is exhausted. He's an exhausted veteran. And then finally, Nerio. First off, he gets promoted to rank 2, which is great. Then, so let's read his personnel file. Nerio was a scholar of several universities and also an activist fighting against animal violence. His fiery speeches had as many supporters as haters. He couldn't stand people's indifference. When the opportunity to leave Earth occurred, he was one of the first who applied for the Vanguard's project. We go to 63. Audio recording of Nerio guest lecture at Stanford University. Like it or not, animals are already a part of our society, not only as pets, but also as active contributors. Sure, we have rights that protect them, but we repeatedly fail to act upon them. The only rational step towards ending animal mistreatment is to acknowledge them as our equals on a fundamental level. We owe them true membership in our society. They should participate in the redistribution of goods our civilization is built upon. I'm talking about access to public services. I'm talking about government-issued IDs and minimum wage. Loud booing. Why are you booing me? I'm right. We're already issuing military ID badges to service dogs, and we care for them just like for our human veterans. But in many other industries and roles, animals are unprotected. Why shouldn't a dairy cow have an official ID and a right to treatment? Laughter. Yes, very funny. The only thing you're proving is that you deserve your privileged position, less than a lot of our smaller citizens. You, sir, there. I'd rather have a dog as my equal than yourself. Booing intensifies. Go to log 192. Okay, so he's very opinionated. Individual objective. Each time the pet assists you in a dice check, progress the track on this card by 1. Reset the track on this card at the end of a planetary exploration. That should be fairly easy to do, right? I would think. So, cool. So he now goes in there. Debriefing is done. We're not buying or selling any dice. So we're now going to go to unloading. We have a unique discovery. The Kermes Gastrozoid. And that's 9. Ooh, we almost have this row filled out. We just need Discovery 10, which I'm not sure where that is. I'll have to look through my lander cards and see if we can find it. Cool, and then we unload the other discoveries. I haven't looked to see, there's a planetary. When unloaded, gain a success token. So that's nice, so we'll add that. Nothing, planetary exploration. So those just all get offloaded into our gathered discoveries. Now, Medbay, so Francesca gets returned. Oh, I guess Francesca is our A rank 2 recon. Yua gets moved, and then, so it looks like, I think that what they said is, so we got 2 light injury. Oh, we might have the next row. So let's put Bakujlo here. And then I think we've got, yes, we do. So we'll put him here, and hopefully we remember him, right? We don't want to accidentally leave him behind. Maybe we should let's put all 3 of them on the back row. We're good. Nobody died, so that's awesome. Go to the bridge. Okay, so we have a new campaign objective, The Lost World. Complete R17 research project, aggregator data analyst, and follow its directions to reach Irrigator homeworld from K3 569 system. Somewhere in the blackness between the stars, and the enormous homeworld of aggregator awaits us. We have the same amount of command tokens and all that. And then Trail of the Ancients, I still want to go to these. We've done Golf Ball and Cousin, but we still need to go to Messelheim and Ugnar. So we might go to Ugnir first, but we're gonna still do those. Before we move on to do anything else with this, we will do the research project, but before we do anything else, we'll do that. So first off, we have to check situations. So intersectional games, just shuffle into possible situations. So that gets moved in, and we'll shuffle that up because hopefully we'll get it again, right? Oh, we gotta generate our command pool too. So let's see first, before we do that, let's do 6 and 7 energy. 5, 6, 7, okay. Then we get 3 command tokens. Okay. Then, what else? We've got a lot of success tokens, so we don't get the additional success token. Oh, we get 4 command tokens, I forgot, because of our high morale. Cool, I think that's it. So let's move these over here for now. Now we'll pull 3 situations. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. We get outbreak. Several crew members succumb to a strange disease that doesn't seem to pose a serious threat to their life, despite a fever and their sudden problems with eyesight. Each section moves 1 available crew member to the resting crew and move this card to the waiting. We can assign 2 crew members and gain a success token and remove this card from the game. Otherwise, shuffle this card into possible situations. We might do that. Unfinished business. Small investigations and cases are accumulating at a frightening pace. Security has to spend a full week resolving them all at once. Lower morale, so we don't want to do that. Morale is medium or high. Take 1 crew member from resting crew into the corresponding section player's hand. Shuffle this into possible situations. And then this one, pro protesters. Not everyone agrees with the section leader's decision to cooperate with the aliens. Protests and heated discussions echo through the ship. Each section moves 2 available crew member to resting crew, move this card to the waiting, or lose all but 1 command token and move this card into the waiting envelopes. We're definitely gonna take care of those because we don't want to lower morale or anything. Okay, that's it. Star map time. So I've kind of looked them over beforehand, and we want to go to GJ 1164, which is, it's going to be Ugnir. So that's where we're going to land. There's no place we can contact. So there's two things we can do. We can either do three energy. So it's 1 energy to move there, and then we can land. So that gives us 6 energy left. We can do this twice, resting place, draw an alien tech discovery and move it to gather discoveries. Or we can use 1 energy to fly and then 6 energy to draw 2 mineral discoveries and move them to gather discoveries. I think we need mineral discoveries. We don't have very many. So I think that's what we're going to do. And there's a possibility that we might be able to get a microorganism discoveries, which is what we really need. So I think that we're going to spend 1 energy to fly to GJ 1164, which is page 17. This system is frequented by Idemians and many unknown races we know nothing about. We should never forget that we aren't alone in the galaxy. All right. It looks like there's a few other things. Oh, a tiny spaceship bearing Idemian symbols drifts through space and emits an invitation for contact. Ooh, we might do that too. And then there's a 2 energy thing. The planet's core is destabilized, raising our suspicions. Is the crystalline doom present in this world? We don't have enough energy to do that if we want to do this other one. So let's go ahead and just spend it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 energy. And let's grab 2 mineral discoveries. 1, 2. When unloaded, you may discard this card to draw 1 random discovery of any type. Yes. When unloaded, you may discard this card to place 2 energy in the energy pool. That's tempting because then we could go to 803, but I think we're just going to keep it because it'd be nice to have another mineral discovery. But this one we're definitely going to discard and get a microorganism discovery. Ravenous Protozoa. Ship management. When unloaded, move research project, oh dang it, R12 into the awaiting envelope, then remove this discovery from the game. Dang it. We needed that. So that gets moved, and then unfortunately we lose the microorganism discovery that we need, which sucks. But now we are going to land in Ugnir, so we need to do L13 for the lander card. So we're going to do that, and then let's assign 2 crew members to. We might want to let's look at research projects first and see what we need real quick. So we need a shield. So this one we can't do because we need microorganisms. This one we can, so we need a DNA and a strength. So just don't get any DNA or strength away. And then there's going to be 2 others. One we're going to be able to solve for free. And then this one we need a rare microorganism discovery. Do we have 1 rare microorganism discovery? I think we have 1, yeah. Well, it's just a microorganism, not a rare, so we're not going to be able to do that one either. So, okay, just know DNA and strength is the main one. Let's do Blake and Ilsa. So they're going to go to resting crew, and then we're going to slide that up, and it looks like mission type. Apart from a single interesting biosignature, the planet is barren and mineral poor. Full grand exploration is unlikely. Lander mods and equipment won't have any effect. Oh. Confrontation with an aggressive threat is possible. That's interesting. So what do we, I wonder what we prep. I guess we could go there and find out when we're ready, but, and then prep it afterwards. Okay, but we're there. So let's now go to ship facilities, and let's go to situation room first. Let's just get that out of the way. Okay, we're gonna solve this one for free. It says when solved, shuffle this into possible situations. This one we're gonna use Sophia. And morale is medium or high. Take 1 crew member from resting crew into the corresponding crew. So then we're just gonna take, we're gonna get Nerio, we're gonna get him back. And And then we shuffle this into possible situations. Then outbreak, we're going to use Evelyn. So we need a Xenology for that. So she goes into resting crew. We can assign 2 crew members to gain a success token and remove this card from the game. I think we're just going to leave it because it's not too bad to solve. So it's just going to go back into possible situations. All right. So now production complex, I don't think we have anything going. We don't have anything even available. So that's going to be worthless to do. Barracks, I don't think we can promote any people, like very few, if any. So let's do research lab first. So let's use a command token. Research lab, page 8. All right, and then we do 1 for free. So we'll probably do this one, and this one doesn't require any costs. And then this one is a rare microorganism discovery. I think we've got plenty of this. Let's just slot it in. We don't have a rare microorganism discovery. We don't have 2 microorganism discoveries, but we do have 2 minerals and 2 alien techs, I believe. So let's assign those 2 people. They'll go into resting crew. This stuff gets discarded, and we get to solve this. So we got 2 of them that we're going to solve. Let's do this one first. Nanotechnology. Programmable nanobots prove to be a wonderfully universal tool. We can use them for anything from speeding up our production and healing wounds to scouting alien environments. So we get a bunch of stuff. And I just looked, and we have very few facility upgrades left, only 2 left, so that's good. So first off, a cloud of nanobots causes our designs to literally build themselves, but they require plenty of exotic materials to run. You may discard just strange flora discovery and a microorganism discovery. If you do, progress all projects in both production queues 1 slot to the right. Ooh, that's nice, except for microorganism discoveries are kind of hard to get, but it'll still be nice as an option. Nanobot swarm, crew members in sectors connected to the lander sector or in the landing sector may refresh 1 die from their dice check at the end of this dice check. And it looks like it's permanent, right? It just keeps happening. So if they do a dice check in the landing sector or connected sector, they refresh 1 die at the end of the dice check. So that is actually really powerful. And then equipment, we get early warning system, draw 4 event cards, look at them, and then place them back on the top of the event deck in any order, okay? Or nano med kit. You or another crew member in your sector discards 1 injury card, 1 injury die, and loses a die. Then return this to the armory. Ooh, that's actually really good. Yes, we can spend 2 dice. We lose a die, but we get rid of our injury card and our injury die. That's really powerful. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be using that if we send a security person out. Okay, so that card's done. So that gets removed from the game. Then irrigator data analysis. Irrigators were too paranoid to live in a system marked in the builder's map. As soon as they could, they built an entire world ship and hid it in the vast blackness between the stars. Move the following card from bridge upgrades to the awaiting envelope, B05. All right, the Vanguard may now reach the mysterious Irrigator craft world. If you wish to explore it, go to the K3 569 and explore the dark space destination. Okay, so yeah, there's that. So that's cool. So now we can do the builder and the irrigator's home world. So that's nice. Then we can't do anything else because we are listing a microorganism discovery and a rare microorganism discovery. So we'll have to focus on microorganisms if we can. But that's the end of the research projects. So we've got 2 left. Can't do anything with research lab. Situation room is done. Production complex, there's nothing there. We can install the upgrade, but that's not going to do it. I guess we could do add-on facility. So let's do that. And then we don't have anything to slot in, but we can assign 2 crew members to gain 1 live specimen discovery and 1 strange flora discovery. So maybe let's do that. let's do Agata and Elizabeth. So they're gonna go to resting crew, and we're gonna get a live specimen and a strange flora. Strange flora, live specimen. When unloaded, you may discard this card to place 2 command tokens in the command pool. Yes, let's do it. It's that one where we can kind of game the system a little bit, but we're gonna do it anyways. So we're gonna get 2 command tokens, and then this one, ultra rare live specimen. When unloaded, you may discard this card to exchange 1 die in each section's compartment with any 1 die available in the box. We're pretty set up, so that's just gonna go in our gathered discoveries, which we have quite the load of gathered discoveries at this point. So, all right, and then that's it. So then we go back, and then we're gonna do another command token, and we're gonna assign 2 more crew members. So they're gonna go to resting crew, and then we gain another strange flora, live specimen. I'm trying to go for cards that, oh, we don't have any live specimens. We used our last one, well, except for these, I guess, if there's any. When unloaded, you may discard this card to gain 1 random discovery of any type. Yes, so this gets discarded. We're gonna get a microorganism discovery. You may discard this card to gain 2 supplies, but we're not going to. So now we do have 2 microorganism discoveries. So maybe we should go back, and hopefully we didn't use the people that we need for our research project when unloaded. So yeah, this just goes into strange flora. Cool. So now we've got 2 command tokens left. Let's go to research projects. So we spend a command token to do research projects. We can solve 1 without the cost here down below. And we have 2 microorganism discoveries, 2 strange flora discoveries, and 2 live specimen discoveries. 1, 2. All right, so those all get discarded, and we get this guy, Advanced Biotechnology. We designed new medical tools and pharmaceutical products based on clever adaptations and defensive mechanisms employed by alien life forms. All right, a bunch of stuff. First, let's do the Med Bay upgrade rejuvenation tank. Though reliant on hard-to-find ingredients, this radical therapy greatly cuts down on recovery times. You may discard 1 strange flora and 1 microorganism discovery. Again, if you do, return up to 1 crew member of each section from the Med Bay slots to the section's resting crew. Ooh, yeah, that's cool. So that gets added. Then we've got 2 lander mods. Healing Nano Cloud. Move this mod to the waiting envelope. The crew member in sectors connected to the lander sector or in the landing sector, discard 1 injury card and 1 injury die. Oh, that's just like the other one that we got. We got the Nanobot Swarm. Oh, this is a refresh 1 die. Ooh, sorry, this is just like the Nanomed kit. So yeah, it's just like that. So that's cool, actually. It's a one-time use, but it'll be nice to have for sure. A rejuvenation pod. Crew member may draw 1 additional card while resting or preparing. Okay. And then last but not least, equipment. We get a hydro farm. So this gets attached to the outpost. Gain 1 supply, detach this card from the outpost card, and remove the hydro farm token from the planet board. So that we have to go through all that, and then we get 1 single supply. It seems like a lot of work for that, but we got it just in case we need it. This gets discarded from the game. And then I'm wondering, so with our last command token, should we go to barracks? Let me look and see what we got and go from there. Yeah, so all we can do is we've got 2 rank 1 cards left. We don't have any science or any engineering left, and a rank 2 recon, but we don't have any rank 3 recons to promote a rank 1 recon person anyways. So it seems like maybe we should just do add-on facility again rather than that. And so yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So last command token, go to add-on facility, And then we're going to assign 2 crew members. I don't think it matters, so let's just do Narcissus and Terry. And we're going to gain a live specimen and a strange flora. So let's shuffle these all back in here. All right, so we've shuffled both of those. Let's grab those real quick. Strange flora, planetary exploration, which is nothing, and superfluid slime, which is nothing. So they just go to gathered discoveries, and then I'll shuffle these in later. Unfortunately, we didn't get another microorganism discovery, which I was really hoping for, but that's okay. All right, and then we just go to the hangar, and we're gonna use the Void Ranger, but I mean, it says, apart from a single interesting biosignature, the planet is barren and mineral poor. Full ground exploration is unlikely. Lander and lander mods and equipment won't have any effect. So maybe we should, so I guess we'll assign a couple people. Let's do Nereo, because maybe we'll rank up automatically. And then maybe we'll send out, I mean, we really can't rank up anybody else at this point. Goodness. Let's do Eb. Let's assign those people, and then so then we're just gonna take off. And I think we'll do that in this episode because it might just be really short and or whatever. So let's do that. And it says lander and lander mods are not gonna matter, but we'll go ahead and just set these here just in case. We'll just go with this. All right, 625.
Prepare the scanner. The planet should come into view right about now.
And here it is. Codename Ugnir. Another world visited by the Builders. Just think of...
So this is where you took us. What a waste of time.
What's wrong, Ambassador?
Oh,
You will find nothing here, humans.
With all due respect, Ambassador, the Builders had to mark this planet for a reason. And see, the scans are picking up an oxygen-rich atmosphere and an enormous amount of organic matter on the surface.
My people studied this world in the past. We found nothing important here. But go, see it with your own eyes.
Well, it doesn't hurt to take a look.
Interesting. The Idemians are...
Away team to Vanguard. We touched down. Data link initiated. We're receiving your data feed, away team. How was the landing? Nothing to write home about. And it seems the planet won't be any better. Explain? The entire surface is covered in smooth gray pebbles as far as the eye can see. The detector shows no steel signals. Strange. The scans reported an abundance of organic material. Please set up your equipment and take some samples, away team. Roger that. Oh wait, there is something. We see a long slimy trail disappearing into the distance, not far from our landing zone. Exercise caution, away team. A large organism can't exist without some biome to support it. We also see some scrap not far from the landing zone. Looks alien. Do you think something could have crash landed here?
Interesting. So we can follow the trail, study the rocks, or go to the pile of alien scrap. Oh. So it does say confrontation with an aggressive threat is possible. So if we follow the strange trail, that might be the aggressive threat. So let's do the rocks or the alien scrap. I bet you the rocks are actually biological in some way. So maybe we can get microorganism discoveries? Maybe? Let's do that.
Crew member number 234. Personal diary.
As soon as we began to study the planet's surface, we understood why the orbital scans led us astray. The pebbles covering the ground were no real rocks. They were grayish pebble-like succulents, quite similar to Earth's lithops.
See?
We quickly identified several of their subspecies, moving cogs of an ecosystem so simple it bordered on impossible. Apart from symbiotic microorganisms, the lithops seem to be the only living thing on that planet capable of sustaining on its mineral-rich soil and the dim sun. Our scans were correct. The planet was full of life, and still right too. There was nothing to see here. Perhaps apart from the large slimy trail disappearing into the distance.
Ah, dang it. We didn't get anything out of that? Let's follow the strange trail. Let's do it.
We're entering a field of towering structures. Why didn't we see those from orbit?
What? There's something like that in the video feed. The terrain in front of you is flat.
The water is rising, filtering up from between the pebbles. Vanguard, can you hear us?
What? How?
We've lost contact with the Vanguard team. We're on our own.
Oh no.
Oh, I hear you guys.
Quick, let's get out of here before we drown.
There's no sign of water on your feed. Do you receive, away team? Please respond.
Oh no. So we can study the rocks here. I wonder if that would help us. So some kind of hallucination. So I don't think we should return to the lander. So I say we could study the rocks and see if there's something different about them that creates the hallucination, go towards the structures which don't exist, or wait for the water to engulf you all that doesn't exist. Let's study the rocks again. You learn nothing new. Okay.
We're entering a field of towering structures. Why didn't we see those from orbit?
What? There's something like that.
So that's the same thing. So we can either wait for the water to engulf you all or go towards the structures. Let's go towards the structures.
We can't make it, Capcom. We know the connection's gone, but I hope this message reaches you eventually. We're still climbing towards those structures. We're not making any progress, though.
The connection is stable. I hear you.
See those readings from their suits? Their brain activities are similar to those during REM. We're not climbing. We're
no.
crawling up the surface of the planet.
Oh no. Each crew member rolls a dangerous sea die. If any crew member would gain a 4th injury, ignore the 4th injury die and card instead. Okay, so we might get injured. So let's get a danger die. Danger C. Nerio first, 1. We spend a die. I mean, I don't know. Do we spend a die? No, let's just skip it. And then 2 is nothing. So, okay.
That's too weird. We must be hallucinating. Team, we must go back to the lander. Wait, where did the sea disappear?
Oh no.
Doc, they're going in circles. We should rethink sending an evacuation crew.
Are you sure it's not a comms issue?
No, all the gear is working fine. It's just as if they've stopped hearing us.
Vanguard, I don't know if you read this, but the closer we try to get to the lander, the further away it's moving. It seems impossible to reach it. Is it you, or are we going insane?
Do you hear my voice, away team? You are hallucinating. You need to snap out of it.
Okay. Report your problems to Vanguard. We just did. Look at your hands, breathe deeply and try to calm yourself. Shake your heads to shake off the illusion. Let's breathe deeply and try to calm ourselves.
Personal journal. Crew member number 289.
Oh no.
I couldn't stop sucking in air. My whole body swelled like a balloon. My head felt light. I looked down. My feet were extremely distant, but the ground, I was floating away. No, that was impossible. I needed to get myself together.
Oh no. We're gonna lose Nerio, one of our only rank 2 recon people. Rolls the H danger die. Okay, Nerio 1. Gain the panicked injury. Great. And then Ebb is danger die H. 4. Lose a die, which I don't think we do. So, okay. All right, now shake your heads or look at your own hands. Shake our heads.
Crew member number 234. Personal diary.
Oh no.
I shook my head, trying to disperse the haze in my head. I felt water sloshing between my ears. My eyes spun around. I retched as the world turned upside down.
Then I saw my friends, all on their knees, struggling within their own minds.
Great. Now, Danger.H again. Nerio, 2, lose 1 supply. 1, gain the panicked injury. Dang it. Okay. Look at your own hands, I guess.
Crew member number 234, personal diary.
When I glanced down at my hands, I recoiled with disgust. Instead of my well-worn suit, I saw a strange chitinous appendage with 2 claws. I opened and closed my fists, feeling a deep, troubling disconnect. My hands did not feel like these things. I could still run my thumb through the top of my other 4 fingers, though my eyes saw something very different. And then it was as if my mind shut down and rebooted. The voice of the sergeant sounded in my earpiece, and I was never happier to hear it. Then I noticed my friends crawling on the ground in front of me, breaking up the gray pebbles with their squirming bodies. Over them stood a monstrous creature, a gargantuan bug in the shape of a brain, with mandibles dripping a sickly liquid.
What? Choose a random crew member. Place a marker on the crew member card. The player controlling this crew member chooses 1. Attempt to wake your friends. Okay, so let's put a marker on Nerio. Attempt to fight the giant bug alone. Ask Vanguard to fire at the creature from orbit. Requires bridge upgrade B10. Vindicator cannon. Do we have that? I think we do. Yes, we do. Vindicator cannon. Okay, so all of them are open to us. Attempt to wake your friends. Attempt to fight the giant bug alone. Ask Vanguard to fire at the creature from orbit. That seems overkill, but it seems like that's kind of the best bet. I think we're going to fire from orbit. Nuke from orbit.
Vanguard, please help me.
He just won't respond. Doctor, we must send a rescue.
You don't have to, Sergeant. I hear you loud and clear.
Finally! How about the rest of you?
Unconscious or hallucinating. I need a fire support mission ASAP. Can you target this big bastard over there?
Whoa. It's dangerously close. You might get caught in the blast.
You're sure we want to destroy the creature? We won't be able to examine it.
Doc, we're talking about our crew's safety here.
Oh no. So we could get hit in the blast, and we could knock out anything that we were trying to get from this creature. So maybe we should attempt to fight the bug alone. Let's do it.
Crew member number 234, personal diary.
I prepared for the worst. My friends unconscious, my body still trembling, the beast slowly closing in. I tried using a heavy life tent pole as a weapon to chase the creature away. The bug ignored me until the metal piece struck its brain-like carapace. Then it lashed back, crushing my ribs, and retreated. With my mind hazy from pain, I managed to wake up the rest of my team, and together we made a run for the lander.
Crewmember with a marker rolls a danger F. 1. Gain a critically wounded injury. That sounds accurate. From that description, if any crew member would gain a 4th injury, ignore the 4th injury and discard it instead.
Go, go, go! Close the ramp!
Phew. That was something. Let's get out of here before this thing comes back for another round.
Preparing for takeoff. Powering the main engine.
Make it fast, please! Anyone have eyes on this thing? What is it doing?
It's on our 8, sitting out there in the open. As if it lost interest all of a sudden. It's not even looking at us. It's looking up.
See this bright dot in the sky? Seems this bug is looking at Vanguard.
Do you think it knows what a spaceship is?
Oh no.
Don't care. Let's get out.
Remove all markers from crewmember cards. Okay.
Crew member number 2 3, 4. Personal diary.
I thought that was it. Soon, we were docking back with ISS Vanguard, with our ears welcoming the same old string of regular boarding communication. A touchdown in the hangar bay. The familiar chime as Vanguard's AI takes control of the ship's systems. Preliminary scans. Decontamination. Another scan. Soon, we were taking off our suits in the med bay, just as Vanguard was making a slingshot maneuver around the planet. The medical staff wanted to keep us there a bit longer, to make sure the hallucinations we suffered on the planet had no lasting effects. I was okay with that. I wanted nothing more than some good sleep, and medbay wards had the comfiest beds on the entire ship. I was awoken by a loud alert. My head was spinning and I felt weird. That's when the words of the alert slowly began to take shape in my head. Enemy on ship! Enemy on ship! I hoped never to hear that one again. Me and the rest of the team scrambled out of our medbay bunks and ran toward the main concourse. The first thing I saw there was a security guard crawling along the floor like a maggot. Then another one. Maniacal laughing filled the ship. This couldn't be real. This had to be another hallucination. We walked on, slowly starting to doubt our senses. Then, in the main concourse, we stumbled upon it. A brainy bug slowly devouring one of our Marines. It was smaller than the one we left on the planet, but much healthier and more vigorous. I looked around for help, but every human in sight was lost to their own hallucinations. Apart from me and the rest of our away team. Either because of the meeting with a previous bug, or because of something they put in us in the medbay, we were the only ones not affected by the hallucination. A chill came over my back as I realized the creature was getting close to the torpor chamber. If we failed to repel it, it could spread its control to the thousands of Vanguard's crew still asleep in the tanks. With the security team incapacitated, it was up to us to man all possible defenses and shut down any bulkheads in the creature's path.
Could these decisions actually lead to the end of the game? Like, could this be the end if we do something wrong? I wonder how bad this could be. Oh my gosh. We got to do another ISS Vanguard mission. Oh my gosh. And we are wounded as well. Oh no. Well, I guess that's a perfect cliffhanger for the next episode, where we again repel boarders on the ISS Vanguard. I was not predicting that at all, which is insane. But oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's so crazy. We should have assigned more people. Now I'm regretting it. But whew, that's awesome. I will set this up and we'll play this next episode. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.